It's me, Liz Zamorsky. I just got in my head that I was supposed to start this live video and do a quick new moon in Leo reading. And I'm super excited to see who shows up. If anybody shows up, hi. And I am going to be following this new moon in Leo spread from Biddy Tarot. And I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot to get started and just see, what happens. Hi, there's a viewer here. Welcome to Liz Zamorsky Readings Live. I am doing a live tarot reading for the new moon in Leo, and this is a really fun new moon. Let me backtrack myself up here and say that I am also a fire sign. Leo is a fire sign, and so if you're a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, like this new moon is especially full of energy for you because this is the fiery new moon in Leo. And the new moon is when, if you look out your window at night, it looks like there's no moon because it's the dark moon and you're working your way up to the full moon. So this energy is all about self-care, self-love, excitement, the possibility of new things, new opportunities coming in, and it is gonna knock your socks off. It's, hey Marianne, that's my girl Marianne. So I'm just gonna get started with the reading. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm gonna be shuffling through them, and I'm doing the Biddy Tarot reading for the new moon in Leo. So the first question is, what does my heart want to create? And this is going to be a general reading for anybody watching at any time. I'm happening to do it at the new moon in Leo. That's the theme of the reading. But anytime you would happen across this live video, the recording, I'm so glad this is live so I can't go back and edit myself and be like, time out, cut it. So this is all, it's like you're standing on the cutting room floor right now. You're welcome. But this is for everybody's energy. Anybody who's watching this, I'm sending this to your energy. I've set up energetic protection as well for all of us. And so the first question is, what does your heart want to create? Okay, for some reason it's this one, my little thumb. This is a stalker card right now. This is the Ten of Swords. Hi, Linda Wright. Hey. I went to high school with Linda Wright at a small all-girls school in New Jersey called Villa Victoria Academy. Hi, Linda. I'm sorry, I'm so delayed here with the comments and I'm just getting into my vibe. So if I don't see your comment, just know that I'm already preemptively just being like, hey. Okay, so the energy we have, what does your heart want to create? We have 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. And the feeling that I'm getting from this card is, okay, bear with me. I'm getting this very Scarlett O'Hara vibe from the end of like Gone with the Wind, when she's kind of like, I would walk over the desert, I'll never go hungry again. You know, her whole monologue where she's like, I would eat nails or whatever she's saying. And she's just talking about like how she would never, this is a terrible movie and I'm really sorry that I'm bringing it up. I'm sorry. But it was just the energy that came through of like this melodrama. So like your heart wants to create this feeling that like, I'd do anything right now. And I feel like it's to be free. And that's what I feel like right now. Your heart wants to create the ultimate feeling of freedom. That's where your heart wants to vibrate. That's where your heart wants to really be. And like, to really inject, when we're talking about creation, it's not just about building something or making something new. It's also about injecting a really good, positive, building, amplifying energy into every part of your life. That creative energy is just really turbo boosting the happiness and the joy in your life, getting your vibe from this like, oh, I've been stuck in the house for 5.2 months, like I can't stand it, to just being like, I'm just gonna boost this up with this beautiful, creative, free energy. freedom, 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 freedom. See all these birds over her head? Like she's busy looking out there being like the Scarlet, like I'll never do this. Like she's dramatically looking off into the desert, and like all around her are these birds that are like, if you would just stop focusing on the barren parts, you could come fly with us for a little bit. You could come join this and join this murder of crows. You know, like there's this feeling of just shifting your vibration to a freedom energy. That's what you want to create, a feeling of freedom, moving away from the drama. Leave the drama for your mama. That was a really long explanation of that card, but I just felt like the energy is really, it's putting me there right now. I love you too, Marianne. Love you. Okay, number 2, what new aspects of myself am I expressing? Oh, this is going to be a long one. What new aspects of yourselves are you expressing? I think it's this one. Oh, what? No. Yeah, I mean, yes, but look at this. I had okay, side story. I had a reading earlier today. Both of these cards came out also back to back. I've been shuffling these, shuffling. Like, I don't know if you could see me shuffling, but trust me, I was. But these two came out back to back before. And the thing that struck me earlier today, which is striking me again, is that they're both in the same, I feel like it's the same person. This is the same position. It's the same person, but she's going from this like longing and waiting for the ships to come in, that like feeling of kind of being at the whim of everyone else, that drama, that waiting for something to just come to you, to being like, listen, I'm moving on. It's not me, it's you. So I feel like what your heart wants to express, or what new aspect of yourself are you expressing, is the ability to let go and move on in this really beautiful way. Look, she also got like an outfit upgrade. I feel like, you know, that one's not so bad. I love the fashion in this deck. But she went from here, look at her. She's just like, I got my hair did, I got my white dress on, and I put all your drama in this bowl and I set it out to sea. I sent it with my blessing, but I set it out to sea. So your new aspect that you're expressing right now is really that feeling of letting it go. That's also an expression of freedom, right? Letting things go, setting yourself free. Flugen! Hello, Matthew. She is walking away from everyone's bullshit 100%. 100%. Hello, Matthew. Doing a new moon in Leo spread. Stay or go. You're welcome here. I promise we'll be doing funny live videos again. It's been a long summer, just like for everyone else. Okay. Totally walking away from the BS. So how can you manifest your deepest desires? Oh my gosh. I also had a long conversation about this morning. Manifesting your deepest desire. Before, I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna show you here. See, I haven't flipped the card over. I don't know what's on the other side of this card. I'm gonna do a little magic. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna tell you this story about manifesting your deepest desires. And I'm gonna have my eyes closed, or I'll have like my eyes closed and I'll have the card up. I haven't decided yet the structure, but I'm gonna tell you a story about manifesting your deepest desire, and I'm gonna see if what's happening on the card while I'm telling the story resonates with you. It's a little bit of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna close my eyes. So here's the card. I hope it's right side up. I hope it's right side up. If it's not, just imagine that's the other side around. So manifesting your deepest desires. I had a long conversation about this before. And there's a lot of information out there about manifestation and embodying the secret and putting things in your vortex and your energy vortex. There's a lot of language about manifestation. But I'm going to break it down for you really fast here. Manifestation is all about vibrating, putting your vibe at the same frequency as the thing that you want. Okay? So if you want freedom and no drama, then you have to perceive your life right now as being endlessly free and endlessly free of drama. Okay? Like it has to be that you start perceiving your life in every moment the way that you want it to be. So if you want to think, I have to stop talking with my eyes closed. That started to feel weird. But you've seen the card. I haven't seen the card yet still. So I love you too, Matt. I don't know if he's still here. If you're here, I love you. Um, but so we were talking about like, if you want to manifest money, okay? If you want to manifest your deepest desire and you're thinking like material things. So let's say you're like, I want to manifest $1 million so we can retire and live on the beach and not worry about where money's coming from. So like I need to manifest $1 million to have that life. What you have to start doing is peeling back what kind of energy is behind that desire. And what, like in that instance, in that example, what the energy is again, freedom, feeling really relaxed, feeling really happy, feeling taken care of, which goes to safety, so feeling safe. So it's like these are all the feelings behind that thing that you're trying to manifest. And so if you start perceiving your life in every moment of, oh, I'm so grateful that I could just get up and walk into my kitchen and get a pure glass of water and drink it. Like that, I'm so thankful for that. That makes me feel so safe. That makes me feel so free. I have the freedom to do those things. I have the freedom to make a choice in every moment. It's about really recognizing how much of those things you already cultivate in your daily life. And that's going to start shifting your vibration to be an energetic match for the thing that you want to manifest or call in for yourself. That, I hope you're still with me on this train. But so I just wanted to talk about like manifestation and manifesting your deepest desires really comes from already feeling the fortunate way you would feel if those things that you want were in your life. Oh my gosh. I think this was upside down. So how can you manifest your deepest desires? This is the devil. I'm going to say no more. No, I'm kidding. It's like, don't fall for the things that are not really in your highest interest, in your best good. Like this guy's coming in, Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's coming in and being like, hey, I've got a quick fix for you. I have all these things you want. And so like all you have to do is let me start pulling your puppet strings and start doing what someone else is telling you. Okay, good. It was upside down. Telling what someone else is, like listening to what someone else is telling you and letting somebody else control, selling your soul, And so with this being upside down, this is basically saying like, no. See how the strings are now going this way? I'm in control. I can do this. I make the decisions. I don't belong. Oh, good, Linda. I don't, I'm not being controlled by somebody else's expectations of me and somebody else's definition of the good life. Because when you start manifesting your deepest desires, also you have to start losing, I was going to say losing control. You got to lose control. But you have to start loosening your control over how it shows up. The things, the energies that you're manifesting, they could show up in a million different ways. And isn't that fun? Like that's a quick way to raise your vibe too, being like, this could happen in a million different ways. I'm so curious as to how this goodness is going to start manifesting in my life, becoming solid, becoming tangible in my life. And it starts with number one. It starts with you making it a tangible feeling in your life, But it's like raising your vibe, being curious, being childlike. How do you want to be seen? I'm like, child. How do you want to be seen? How do you want to be seen? Oh my gosh, I love it. 3 of Cups. You want to be seen as loving, supportive, somebody who's reliable, someone who people can count on, somebody who people want to be around because it just feels like community. It feels like home being around you. That's beautiful. Who doesn't want to be seen that way? Who doesn't want to be seen as like somebody's sense of safety, somebody's sense of real friendship and connection? That's beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Also, I'm noticing, this came up for me in a reading last week too. I'm noticing that this lady's kind of holding her dress out and this one's holding her dress out too, almost as if they're like holding their skirts out to like catch the goodness coming from heaven, you know, where they're just like, I'm open, I'm here, my basket's open, I've got my skirt out, ready to catch all the goodness. It's beautiful. How can you lead from the heart? Oh, I love this reading. I love this spread. This is the Tower. This is like that other card before. You got to let go of the bullshit. Leading from the heart is like letting the stuff that's on its way out, letting the energies that are on their way out of your life, letting them go. Being like, thank you for being here. Thank you for the lessons you gave me, but don't let the door hit ya or the good Lord split ya. Like, Tower is all about demolition and rebuilding. All these butterflies all over it. Transformation. How can you lead from the heart? Get rid of the crap that's clogging up your ability to receive good things in your life. It's as simple as that. It's so difficult, but it's as simple as that. And this is the last card. What's the highest intention for your creations? What is your highest intention for your creations? Whoa, so much energy. Oh my God. 2 Labradors, or are those golden retrievers? Oh my God. Your highest intention is just living in a house full of puppies you never have to clean up after. That sounds pretty good to me. No, it's the highest intention for your creation. This to me, it's just like ultimate happiness, like having a solid connection with the most loyal, loving part of yourself. And that by manifesting that now, it helps heal all the way back to this little guy. This is a theme that's been coming up for me a lot lately about the inner child. Healing yourself now, making yourself really happy, heals your inner child. It closes those wounds that were open and that you held on to for protection. Where you were like, I need to be on high alert. This little person was like, I need to be on high alert for these types of situations because I see how it ended poorly when I was this age. But so you keep yourself in that trauma loop, you keep yourself really with that trauma. I just feel like it's releasing. This is really beautiful. Talking about it, talking to your inner child, journaling with your inner child, journaling things like, I felt little me, or like young Liz felt unsafe when, or it was unsafe for young Liz to be go. Set a timer for 5 minutes, give yourself 5 minutes to just free write that type of journal prompt and allow your subconscious to really take over and just keep writing for 5 minutes. Even if you're stopping and being like, I don't know what to write it. But allow your subconscious to kind of relieve some of that tension. And that's going to really give voice to the underlying things that you're holding on to that big you can handle. Big you can handle. Big you knows the... It sounds like I don't speak native English. I'm like, Big you knows. Okay, I'm sorry. I speak native English. Like adult you knows how to handle situations. Adult you sees things from a very different perspective and is able to see whether something really is big or whether it's actually small for an adult to handle. Oh, sorry. If this is the only one who's ever been dealing with the situation in your head, then like it still looks and feels really big. So like allowing, so your highest intention being like being so happy and contented here that you're able to do this deep healing here. Yeah, the innocence and joy. Exactly. Like making room for this one to be allowed to play and be innocent and feel joy. Making it okay for them to feel that joy. That's a really beautiful intention for your creations. Like just doing it for the pure joy of it, because that's going to be one of your biggest medicines. That healing, that joy. Should I keep going? I don't know. That was the end of the thing. What was it? Spread. Okay. It's Wednesday. It was the first day of school. I'm just going to keep going. See what comes out. It was the first day of school here today, which is super exciting. My daughter just started first grade today. And this year, we were a little bit trepidatious about day one of school because they lost a lot of funding in all of the schools here in Sweden, and especially in our community, our district, you could say. And so our daughter going into first grade, she's actually sharing a class. It's a mixed grade 1 to 3. And they basically took all the first, second, and third graders in the school, which was like 44 of them. It's not a big school. And they took all 3 grades, blended them, and then they split it down the middle. So there's like 22 in one class and 21 in the other, 22 in the other. And we were really worried about that. We were super worried. Oh my gosh, we were at the Four of Swords. This was me in like May. We got the notification of this change. Bye, Linda. Thank you. Oh, I still have some spots open for pay as you can reading. So if anybody wants, I have 2 spots still open this week. It's been super fun. So let me know if you want to have a reading, a private reading or private Reiki session. And it's just pay what you can. I get it. Ugh. That's me. No, but so we were really worried because our daughter's 6. She's the youngest one in her first grade. And then, she's potentially with kids all the way up to 9 years old. We're like, a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old are not learning at the same level. And I was super worried. But so she started school today. We've been sending her to the day camp at the school. I call it day camp, but she's like childcare at the school for the past couple of weeks. And so I felt like it was a really good transition. We looked at a lot of different schools. It didn't work out for us to do that because we'd have to move off the island that we live on. And so we decided to just roll the dice, see what happens here. So today I was really worried about her starting school, but I picked her up with her friend about an hour ago and they had a knockout day. So I'm very grateful for that. So I was just wondering like what the next step in your manifestation is, and look what came out. The Magician. I feel like she'll excel too. My daughter's been like, she's just a really cool soul. She's a really cool person. I'm really fortunate to be her mom. And she absolutely blows me away all the time. I used to talk to her like she was really small. And then, thank you, Matt. Exactly. The socialization is important. And like, I really like the structure of the class. Like they are sitting basically like 4 at a table, and it's, 2 kids from the same grade and then 2 kids from an older grade. So it's Mia and her friend who are sitting on this side of the table. And then I think there's 2 third grade boys who are sitting on the other side. So, and when I went to pick her up, there was a list of rules on or like class rules that they had decided upon on the blackboard. And I looked in and the top one said, "We are nice." Like we're nice to each other. And I was reading down the rules. Like one of them was like, we don't even play fight. Like we don't run, we walk, da 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 da. And I was reading the list. I was like, that's a really good class list. Did you guys come up with it? And Mia said, oh yeah, I came up with it. Or we came up with it. And she's like, I came up with the top one. And it was the one that said, we are nice. I was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Like, just just a really cute, good-hearted kid. I'm super happy. Oh, she's the high priestess. No, that's Mia. Um, really good kid. But so I don't know if you can hear the screams in the background here, but she's outside now running around with her friends. And like, I think my favorite noise in the world has been this summer, just hearing her like screaming in delight with her friends out on our front lawn. All the neighbor kids. It's different here. I understand that. We're very privileged with Corona, where we haven't had like an official full country lockdown at all. And we don't have a mask mandate. We don't have even really a mask recommendation. Sometimes you'll see people with masks, but it's generally like higher risk people. They have added, the signs everywhere to hold 6 meters, or not, hold 60 meters space between everybody. No, like the 2 meter, I guess. I don't even know. And it's been really wild seeing news from the US. It's been really wild talking to my friends who, they can't, and my sisters, like they can't send their kids to school. I wouldn't send my kid to school in that environment either, but I just feel like very grateful about the way, I was nervous at first the way we were handling the situation here in Sweden, but it seems to have worked out for us so far. And I'm so grateful every single day that we don't have to wear masks, and I don't have to put a mask on my 6-year-old, and she's allowed to go to school in pure safety, and she's allowed to run around with the neighborhood kids and be 6 years old and not be in our house. There was like a week or so where it was super rainy here in July, and listen, by the grace of God, we all made it out, okay? We made it out alive. But for everybody who's been spending, yeah, exactly, 6 meters, 1 city block. No one's going to get sick here. No one's going to get sick. But it's been a real struggle in the US, 5 of Wands. It's like I'm playing Pictionary. But we've been really lucky here. Really, really lucky. We were looking in August to go on like a little short trip. It is July, to go on a short family trip. And we found really good deals to go to, there's her waiting to go on her trip, looking out into the horizon. We were looking for places to go. And of course the flights are really good. The hotels are really good. Well priced. And we found a place we were about to book to go somewhere. Mallorca, which is like little Sweden, down in Mallorca. But they, at the last minute, we were like, wait a second. We looked at the hotel website, like all the rules and stuff, and it was like, you have to wear your mask from the time you get like to the airport, and you have to wear them in the hotel all the time, except for like if you're in the pool or if you're eating food. But the rest of the time you have to have the mask on, and like on the plane and all this, da da da. And I realized like that is no vacation for anybody, but especially like for people who have not had to wear masks or have not had to think about wearing masks for the past 5 months, that's not a vacation. It's like forcing our 6-year-old to suddenly adapt. Like while we're supposed to be on this like fun vacation, forcing our 6-year-old to adapt to wearing a mask all day. Like that's not how I want to spend my summer vacation. Call me crazy. So we did a staycation, a hemester. Hemester is basically Swedish for staycation. It means home vacation. So we did a hemester in our hometown of Gothenburg, and we went and checked into a nice hotel. It's because I looked at the death card as I was talking. We went to a nice hell, special kind of hell, our own special kind of hell. And we enjoyed some time at the spa. I can't make this up. We dropped a lot of coin. No. And we didn't have to worry about wearing any masks. And this is pretty fun doing it like this. So we had a really fun time. And I'll say that the piano player in the lobby of the hotel at night, in the lobby lounge, phenomenal. He sounded like the Swedish Elton John. and we had so much fun. And Mia, oh my gosh, okay, we were sitting at dinner, and this little boy in a Zorro mask and a Zorro hat and a Zorro cape with like a little fake epi on his side. He kept walking by our table and like eyeballing our 6-year-old. He was probably 5 or 6, and he was like, walking by and staring at her. And she was like, "Why is that boy staring at me?" And I was like, I think he's curious. Like, he wants you to play with him. And then he came over to the table, and as he walked by, he took off his hat and like put it like this and like bowed to her and then went away like with a flare of the cape and put the hat back on and left. And we were like, "Oh, check him out. Check out Mr. Zorro." And finally he came over and he was like, he asked Mia, like, "Would you like to dance? Oh, no, would you like to play?" And she got up and she started playing with him. And they were having the time of their lives. And like anytime he walked by me and my husband, Henrik, he would like do the little like hat bow thing, like, paying his respects to us. We felt like we were in The Godfather. We were like, we'll allow it. And then the next day when we were checking out of the hotel, he came up, he saw Henrik and I, he was in the same costume, and he saw Henrik and I across the lobby, and he came over and he was like, "I just want to let you know that your daughter's very fun to play with." And then he was like, "Thank you," and then put the hat on and like flew away in the dark of night. It was so cute. We were dying. And like, I have to say this. Mia is, okay, again, I'm like making this like ode to Mia. That's how I'll entitle this. But she is just all pink, love and light, happiness, right? In her own way. But she's a kid magnet when we go out. And like anytime we go somewhere or go on vacation or something, she's a kid magnet. And most of the time they happen to be boys. And so we're just always like, we got like, make your own choices, make good choices. But like, this is a learning curve for me and my husband as she gets older, like allowing her space to be and experience life in the way she wants to, but also being like, I don't trust that boy. I don't trust that Zorro boy. Anyway, that was just a little anecdote from our staycation. So, that's me and my husband. Those are the kids. You need to run. Buddy needs to go out. Love you so much. Loved hanging out with you today too. I'm actually going to head off too. I realize I've been on here for a half an hour just yammering away, but I hope that you like this new Moon in Leo reading. And if anybody wants to do a pay as you can reading, I still have 2 spots left. And if you want to see more of these live videos, if you just want me to hop on and be Liz for a while, I'm kind of trying some new stuff just to get my energy back up after being, a Corona house mom for a while. So let me know if you liked this, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, now I've got to figure out how to turn this off. Hold on. We might be here forever. Okay, bye.